Blue fragrances are amongst the most popular category within the men's fragrance world. Can we find the king of the blue fragrance while continuing my quest to find the best men's fragrance? Welcome back to Hops and Whiffs. Grab yourself a cold one and join me. So welcome back to Hops and Whiffs, and as always, if you are enjoying my content, please do like the video, please do subscribe, and feel free to leave comments in the comment section. It's always interesting reading what you're liking about the video, what you're disliking about the video, and any tips or any suggestions for future videos are always appreciated. So one such comment that I had a while back on one of my older videos was that I needed to try Jeremy Clarkson's Hawkstone lager. So I went and grabbed myself some, and I thought I'd share some with you while I'm doing my latest review. And this is the first time I'm actually trying this, so let's give it a go. Okay, so yeah, so it's Hawkstone lager. It is 4.8% and it's classed as a premium lager. It's very, very crisp. Quite a nice taste actually. Yeah, I'd definitely buy this again. Yeah, go and try some. So, as I said before, the blue category of the men's fragrance world is one of the most popular. And whenever you're online and you're searching for the term blue fragrance, quite often you'll come across these two here, Bleu de Chanel. Now, I've only owned the Parfum version and the Eau de Parfum version. They do an older Eau de Toilette version, but I've never actually owned that, so I can't give you my opinion on that. Maybe I'll buy some in the future and add it on at the end. But I'm going to look at these two within the categories that I've done previously to try and find the best men's fragrance ever. So yeah, without much further ado, let's look at the older one first. So this is the Eau de Parfum. Now this was developed by Jacques Polg in 2014. You can get this for £118 for 100 millilitres, and you get the top notes of grapefruit, lemon, mint, pink pepper, bergamot, aldehydes and coriander. You've got the mid notes of ginger, nutmeg, jasmine and melon, and then you've got your base notes of incense, amber, cedar, sandalwood, patchouli, amberwood and labdanum. And we move on to the Parfum version. It's from 2018 and it's actually produced by the son of Jacques, who's Oliver Polg, and this will set you back about £143 for 100 ml, so slightly more expensive. And you get the top notes in this. You get lemon zest, bergamot, mint and artemisia. You got mid notes of lavender, pineapple, geranium and green notes, and you get the base notes of sandalwood, cedar, amberwood, iso super and tonka bean. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people have said when they've reviewed these online that they were really looking forward to this coming out, and it's let a lot of people down. So let's open them, spray them in the air, spray them on my hands, and I'll give you an opinion. And I have tested these over the last couple of weeks to give you my breakdown when we look at price, we look at appearance, we look at performance and projection and how it smells. So let's start off with your Eau de Parfum. Yeah, well, as soon as I smell this, it brings back a load of memories, because this has been one of my favourite aftershaves for a long time. It's classic, it's typically blue. You get that straight up front grapefruit and like lemony scent off the top that really pops out. You do get a little bit of the ginger from the mid notes, which does set it aside to this one, which I'll get into in a moment. But yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is an absolutely gorgeous scent. Compliment Paula galore. It's It's very safe. So I think as a blind buy, you could buy it for someone and they wouldn't be offended by the smell. They'd love it. And it's very fresh. It's lovely. It's really versatile. So it's great on a warm summer's day, right the way through spring, summer, autumn, even a lot in winter, because yeah, it's just a very universal fragrance, and it's a safe one. It could be a signature scent. It could be your office scent, and it's just gorgeous. I just absolutely adore it, and I have done ever since I bought it. So let's give it some grading. So price point, as I said, it's £118 for 100ml. So I think price wise I'd probably give that a 3 out of 5, because it's not the cheapest. However, it's Chanel, and you get what you pay for with Chanel. So yeah, 3 out of 5 for price. Now we'll look at appearance. So appearance wise, I mean, it's a classy bottle. It's a really classy bottle. You've got a magnetic cap, which for some reason always, yeah, gets me. And it's just sleek, sharp lines, sophisticated class in a bottle. It's Chanel at the end of the day. As I said before, it's what you pay for. It's what you get with Chanel. And I have to give it a 4.5 out of 5 for appearance, because I love it. Performance. So it's good. It's not the best. So it does create a little bubble around yourself of about 2 to 3 feet, especially on a warm day when it's projecting out. It's nice, and you do get wafts of it every so often. And it probably lasts for, I'd say, 6 hours to give you that projection. So as I said, it's not the best. So with that in mind, for performance, I'd give it 3 out of 5. Projection. Again, as I said before, it gives you that 2 to 3 feet like bubble around yourself. And I have had people who have caught like wafts of it when they're walking around me or behind me. So yeah, it's nice, it's fresh, and it's that grapefruit and lemony citrusy note that really powers through the air. So I've heard that the Eau de Parfum, sorry, Eau de Toilette is better at projection. As I said, I've never had that, so I can't give you my honest opinion. But yeah, I'd probably say for projection, I'd give this 3.5 out of 5. It's very good. How does it smell? Pretty damn good. So yeah, I can only give this, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5, because for different times of the year, there are fragrances that I maybe do gravitate towards more. Whereas this is more my, as I said before, I would personally wear this around summer, spring, autumn, warmer days. But it is very versatile. You can wear it anytime. But myself personally, and as I said before in previous videos, this is all subjective. So I would give this a 4 out of 5 for how it smells. Okay, so back onto the newer Parfum version. So let's see if it lives up to its hype, or whether it actually lives up to the disappointment, which I've heard a lot too. So spray it out. So are they identical? No. Can you tell that they're both Bleu de Chanel? 100%. I think if you hadn't just sprayed that and you smelt this, you'd know that it was in the Bleu de Chanel line, 100%. That said, there are quite a few differences, and from the note breakdowns earlier, you could actually see that this one is actually more complex, has a few more notes in it apparently, whereas this one, it comes across slightly more mature. It's a lovely fragrance. I'm And I think, yeah, it's just, it seems a bit more mature and a bit more rounded and a bit more smoother and less, I don't know, less youthful. So probably, as I said before, a bit more mature. So let's go through the grading. So price point, this is more expensive than this. This will be marked down at £143 for 100 millilitres. I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. So not the best for pricing, but again, it is Bleu de Chanel. You can pay a lot more for these niche fragrances, whereas this is just class in a bottle. Okay, so appearance, again, pretty much the same as this. The only difference is the writing on this is different shade. You've got a different shade on the top, but again, magnetic cap, love it. And this has got a black atomizer on there as well. So I have to give it exactly the same points for appearance. So that's going to get a 4.5 out of 5 again. Pretty much exactly the same. Sleek, sophisticated, and very professional. So performance. So I would say from testing this and wearing this, the performance on this is better than this. Probably to do with the deeper notes that come through, and yeah, the more rounded smell. It just stays a bit longer on, certainly on my skin. I'm getting probably 7.5 hours now with this, and then if you spray it on clothes, you get a lot longer. So yeah, performance wise, I'd have to give it a 4 out of 5. Projection, now it's not quite as loud as your Eau de Parfum, so while it's a very nice smell and you can tell they're similar, this one I think cuts through the air a lot more than this one. This one's more of a probably a foot bubble around yourself. You do get wafts of it every so often, but as I said, this cuts through the air more, and the deepness of this stays on the skin longer. So I think for projection, I'd have to give this a 3 out of 5. And then we look at how does it smell. Now, I've got to say, I think I prefer it to this one. However, I wouldn't wear this in the heat of the summer, whereas I would wear this in summer. I think you can own both of them. So you could wear this in the warmer days and this as it gets cooler, and they wouldn't be redundant. However, you can just choose one and you'd be fine all year round. But I think that this smells slightly better in my opinion, so I'd give this a 4.5 out of 5 for smell. And again, they are two of the best blue fragrances on the market. If you've got any more suggestions for blue fragrances that you adore, you love, or you'd like to see me review, please do put it in the comments below, because I am keen to get a few more blue fragrances in my collection. So I'm going to put now the overall scores for both of these, and then where they rank also. Okay, so yeah, thanks for joining me. My quest continues to find the best men's fragrance ever. Thank you for being a part of it, and see you soon.